On guys, welcome back to the channel. Dillon here today, and today I'm going to making a Kanye West type beat, something based off of his new album that just dropped. Drop your favorite song in the comments, but I'm going for more of kind of like a, I don't know, angelic kind of a vibe. And I really like the chords and stuff like that were playing in the Nike commercial with Sha'Carri Richards. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of channel that vibe in the beat that I make today. So it's not gonna be a sampled Kanye type beat. I'm gonna probably do that in my next video. So if you like this one, definitely subscribe. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so now time to start trying to fill Kanye's shoes. No big deal. Just, arguably the greatest producer of all time. There we go. Now I'm ready. I don't know how Kanye actually sits in this. This is very warm. I'm sure his is a bit nicer, but, I'm trying to, play the part. Alright, so to get started, I'm actually going to start with this organ sound I found. So yeah, let's just play around a little bit. Got it. All right, that's it for sure. Okay, so these sound good, but I'm gonna make it sound a bit bigger by just copying these over and pulling them up an octave. Alright, so next I think I'm actually gonna go straight to the drums just because I want to make sure I have the right vibe going before I add more additional stuff. And of course, I'm just going to be using drum sounds from my drum kit, the only drum kit, so check that out, link in the description, free version as well, but I'm not going to be just using the free sounds. A few of the free sounds might be in there, but this is going to be just all the sounds from the kit, so definitely check that out. Sound good together. And all I did here was just pan the drum sounds to different ears. So that's what gives it that cool, like, ping pong effect. That's the word I'm looking for. It gives it that cool, like, ping pong effect. Yeah, that fills out the drums really nicely, and all I did here was actually move this down an octave just to make the drums sound like a bit deeper and, I don't know, like a bit more Kanye-ish. Alright, so I used some Diablo Light to just make the drums sound a little bit more punchy. This is just for the kicks that I added. And then for the snares and perks and the hi-hat, I added reverb, just using Valhalla Vintage Verb. You can also use Fruity Reverb. This one's just really easy to use, and I like it. And then I also added some Fruity Fast Distortion, which you can see right here. And these are just the settings I use, and then I turned it way down. So here's how the drums sound now. Next thing I want to add is just this choir sound that I found, and this will probably just be playing on like the second half of the verse, but I just copied the chords over from the organ. So here's how that sounds. Now time to add a synth bass. Alright, so that sounds pretty cool, that synth bass. So I think I'm going to use both of them, as if that was in the entire beat, it would kind of just overpower the whole thing. So I'm going to use it for, I don't know, maybe like the verse or like a breakdown or something like that. Oh, and then if you're curious what basses I'm using this Growler Moog bass in Omnisphere, which is the less distorted bass, and this massive bass station in Trillion, which is the more distorted bass. I felt like I needed some vocals, so I found this sound in Arcade. It's called Purity. Alright, so here's what I came up with in Arcade. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to distort it a bunch, and you'll just see when I lay it out, because I don't want to do it right now because there's kind of no point, as I have to, you know, do the automation and all that stuff. So just wait a second. And then the last thing that I decided to add was this lead from Analog Lab. It's the B Mask Brasses, and I just put a bunch of distortion on it. So here's how that sounds. Alright, so definitely way too much going on right there, but when I lay it out, I'll figure out where I'm going to put it. Alright, so I've got everything laid out, and it's sounding pretty fire, so I'm going to play the beat for you guys in a second. Let me just walk you guys through what I did really quickly. So I guess, yeah, the only really thing that might catch you off guard is right here when it drops in, I just added some distortion to the vocals just because I thought it sounded cool. And then I added this like sweep right here because it like builds up to the drop. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did. I just kind of broke everything up. In the intro, it plays the regular bass, then the chorus drops into the more distorted bass. So here's how the beat sounds.
Dillon XO.